today I'm going to play with my banana. It's all about my Musa Basjoo. It needs to be wrapped up for the winter. So it needs to have its little slumber for the next few months in and amongst garbage bags filled with leaves like I do every year. Fuck, it's cold today. It's cold as a witch's tit. It looks a little shit, so it's time for it to be wrapped up. So while it's a very bright day today, it is rather freezing. As you can see, we still have frost on the ground here. And here's my Musa Basjoo. And doesn't it look sad? The other day I already collected some leaves, but I need more bags. This one I'm probably going to put the car tires around it again and just shove it full of leaves. I mean, if you look at it right now, it looks really rough. But if the frost is quite light, like last night it was 0 to -1, that's okay. They can deal with that. This is just an indication of what there is to come, and it will go down to like -5, -7 or whatever. And that is something where they just go, the top will die. The ground, the roots would survive, but the tops will die. Anyway, so, but as you can see, they're still green and it's still growing, but it's time to just tidy this up. And one thing I also wanted to share, it is absolutely freezing today, but you know what's really super is these heated vests. I always wear them in the winter time. It's absolutely amazing. Although this year it feels slightly tighter than it did last year. It feels more like bondage gear. Anyway, so let's tidy this one up. It looks a little bit like, you know, a few beacons of hope. So obviously you can still see that the plant is still alive, so it wasn't damaged too much yesterday. So let's do the little one. So the little cluster of 3 little bananas here, to cover them is super easy. We used to have a playground for the children, and you know, so I put car tires, I dug car tires into the ground, so we still have some left over. So what I'm going to be doing now, using these puppies and place them over like that, and then just fill it with leaves. If you have old car tires, you know what to do with them if you have a banana. Now we just fill it up with leaves, put some plastic over it, and they will be fine like this, because I have done this every single year with the smaller ones. If you have big ass lorry tires or tractor tires, maybe I could do it with that as well, but I don't. So there, it's going to be bags full of leaves and then a little wigwammy thing out of bamboo. Got, you know, some leaves collected. So these are fairly dry, so I'll rather use these. And all it is now, actually, what makes more sense, if you fill them up and then put them on as you go. All you pretty much do is just make sure that the leaves are nice and dense around the plant and continue to stuff it. Kind of like you would a turkey, I guess. And then obviously as you approach, you just add another tire. And that's pretty much all you do. And trust me, they'll be just as happy as a pig and shit in this one for the next few months. Well, and then at the end, all I'm going to do then is just cover it with plastic, so obviously the rain doesn't get in it. So, plastic over it, and then you're done. So what I'm going to do now is just use some of these to put them on top to dome it. So obviously, you know, when it rains, snows, whatever, there, it's round. There, it falls off. I need to turn down my vest. I feel like I'm being cooked for dinner. So now that we domed this, now we're just gonna somehow stick the plastic on it. That's pretty much it. Now it's just gonna be duct tape and string. Sounds like a Saturday night. Trying to stick it together, because otherwise it's gonna be a pain in the ass trying to put the string around it. And now, string. And there we are. Looks like a piece of art. Sexy it is not, but they'll be happy in there for the next few months without any issues. So now it's time to cover the big one. I'm using some bamboo canes I cut off from the various thousands of bamboos I have. And I'm going to be putting the canes in the ground and then just like all the way around to be able to then shove in the bags full of leaves. And while I then have the bamboos all the way around, I use cable ties to tie them together to create some sort of wigwammy thing. And these cable ties are brilliant because you can, close them and press this and reuse them. They're so much easier to use, especially once you hear the safe word. Anyway, so these are a great thing to have. Not just for this, for many other things around the house as well. Fluff it up a bit and put that in the middle. To gauge the distance, I'm just going to put these there, and obviously we would like them to be snugly by the banana, so round about here. So I've got a few more bags of leaves, and the reason why I use leaves, first of all, because I have a shitload, because I've got the big ass trees here and all the ones at the back. So you clean up your garden with it. Also, by the time you actually unpack your banana and expose it to the world, lawnmower over the leaves and you have the most amazing mulch. So it really is a good thing to clean up your yard and also then to use next year as it is slowly decomposing in the bags anyway. So I got another 7 bags. Let the fun continue. Ugh. And that's the beauty about having all of this stuff growing all over the place. You can just go in and build things with it. And now it's really just a case of trying to build something that'll last the winter. So now we just put the rest of the bags in and then that's it. So now this abomination is going to get covered with a tarpaulin, which is going to be an interesting thing to do. So I shall try this by myself right now. I'm not quite sure exactly if this is going to work, but it's always worth a try. So this is how they look. It turned out to be a family affair to put that bloody condom onto the damn thing. And none of them want to be on camera, and I respect that. So all good. However, the end result, ta-da, again, like an art installation. So they should be just fine in there until, frost is over next year, and then we're gonna expose my banana again. Anyway, I have swamp feed. The battery on my heating vest has run out, so I'm miserable. I'm going inside now and drown my sorrow in beer. Anyway, I shall talk to you guys later. Bye.